Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 6.
Coming up tonight, locked and loaded. The threats President Trump is now making to Iran and the next steps in peace talks. Plus, hooray for housing. What this Nebraska lawmaker has to say about a landmark bill finally passing and why housing advocates say there's still more work to do. And pancakes in Panama, how this community is making their annual breakfast tradition mean more and the impact they're hoping it has on the future. But first, a muggy weekend here in the capital city. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. A true July day out there, and I hear the sunshine is here to stay for a while, but we got off to a foggy start this morning. We can see it here in this video sent in by citizen journalist Melanie to our Now Local News app. A nice haze you can see there through the branches in the air this morning. But the fog moving out and making way for the sun. Hardly any clouds in the sky if we take a live look outside from our network of cameras. A lot of sunshine beaming down on southeast Nebraska. But how long will the heat wave last before we get some relief? Let's check in with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Mackenzie. Likely just getting started with those warmer temperatures here as we head towards the end of the weekend tomorrow and into the start of next week. We could see potentially what could be some of our warmest temperatures of the calendar year so far by the time we head towards Wednesday and Thursday. But for the moment, high pressure sits across much of the Central Plains, and that's giving us fairly clear skies here, as we can see on your Allo Communications camera. Temperatures for the state into the mid to upper 80s for most of us. Omaha into the low 90s, and then you take a look at the Panhandle, 94 in Scottsbluff, 99 for your current temperature in Chadron. It's 88 here in Lincoln, as well as just down the road there in Beatrice. Dew point still in the upper 60s to low 70s, so certainly going to feel a bit muggy out there for any of those Saturday evening plans, but hopefully then manageable, as we should start to see a little bit more cooling here as we get ready to head towards sunset. Mostly clear skies across the state, maybe a few spot showers trying to get going there for the Panhandle as well. They're just so hot and humid out there, it doesn't take much to see those get going. But for the rest of our night here in Lincoln, likely going to see the upper 80s for just a bit longer, into the low 80s then by 9 o'clock, and then the 70s is where we will spend the majority of the overnight hours before taking a brief trip there to the upper 60s. So as I mentioned, only getting warmer as we head into the week ahead. We'll make sure you're ready to go for those warmer temperatures and how long they can stick around. More details on that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Dom. Breaking now, a big opportunity for some Husker baseball players. 2 Nebraska athletes are officially going pro. It's draft day that Husker fans will not soon forget. Channel 8's Jake Holman joins us live now for a look at who's heading to the MLB. Jake?
Yeah, hey, look, Mackenzie, the MLB draft is a weekend that dreams turn into reality for a lot of players, but not one, but 2 Huskers hearing their names called and having those dreams turn into reality today. Starting off with 2 pitchers. Ty Horn, he's going to the Cincinnati Reds. He was taken 94th overall in the 3rd round of the MLB draft. He won't be going far. But then just a couple of picks later, 4 picks to be exact, Carson Yasa, 98th overall to the Chicago Cubs. Maybe Yasa and Horn will compete against each other in that NL Central division, but certainly a really cool sight to see a couple of Huskers making it pro on the big stage. And there could be some more Husker names on the way as well, which will break down a lot further for you here in the Sports Zone. For now, Mackenzie, go ahead and send it back over to you.
Definitely some exciting stuff. Thank you, Jake. Tonight, President Trump and Iran's supreme leader exchanging threats. The 2 countries are set to resume negotiations, according to U.S. officials. But tensions are high, and the situation could be close to boiling over. ABC's Selena Wang reports in Washington.
The president is issuing a new threat against Iran, posting today that 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at Iran, with thousands more to immediately follow if the Iranian government acts on its threat to assassinate or attempt to assassinate him. And he goes further, adding that orders have already been given and the U.S. military is ready, willing, and able to completely decimate and destroy all areas of Iran. The president's threat comes after reports this week that Israel allegedly shared new intelligence to the U.S. about a plot against him. And it also comes as Trump is now green-lighting a new round of talks with Iran, despite the U.S. and Iran trading fire all week. The U.S. hitting more than 170 targets in Iran over 2 days. That was in response to Iran attacking commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. And we're now learning from a senior U.S. official that the Iranians privately told Trump's advisors they, quote, screwed up and made a mistake in shooting at those ships in the Strait, and that they said, let's keep talking.
Well, right now, a historic housing bill is officially law, and it's passed without the president's signature. President Trump frustrated with the Senate and their inaction with the Save America Act. Today, Congressman Mike Flood, one of the authors of the bill, says he's thrilled that it's now law. He's sharing this statement saying, quote, while the journey was long and at times delicate, we arrived at the right outcome with a meaningful bipartisan housing bill that slashes red tape, lowers housing costs, and helps put the American dream of homeownership within reach for more hardworking families. NeighborWorks of Lincoln also sharing their excitement for the bill. The CEO of the nonprofit, Charlie Wesche, saying, quote, as we celebrate this historic accomplishment, we acknowledge the work is far from done. This bill largely addresses supply and more efficiently built homes. The next step is increasing resources to support the ever-growing need for housing opportunities for low to moderate income households. New at 6, the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office is warning about a phone scam. They say lately Nebraskans have been getting calls claiming they've missed jury duty or a court appearance and demanding some form of payment. Now, this kind of scam, of course, has been around for a while, but the Sheriff's Office says it's ramping back up again, and they're hoping to spread the word before anyone falls victim. LSO says law enforcement will never call you demanding money or ask for any personal banking information. If you get one of these calls, hang up and submit a report. Also new at 6, the Merritt County Sheriff's Office sharing these pictures of a 2-vehicle crash on Highway 30 near 26th Road. You can see a lot of damage left behind. They say a Buick was traveling westbound when they crossed over the center line and struck a tractor trailer that was traveling eastbound. The driver is being treated at Merrick Medical Center for injuries, and the other driver is uninjured. No alcohol or drugs are suspected to be a factor. Only on 8 tonight, one local fire district is serving up pancakes for a purpose. Firth Fire and Rescue hosting a pancake feed today to raise money for equipment and day-to-day operations. Dozens of local businesses and neighbors donating their time and money to help keep the doors open for first responders. Channel 8's Emma Norwood was there and spoke with the chief about how vital these fundraisers are. Emma?
The sweet smell of pancakes filling Firth Rural Fire and Rescue's Panama station today. But the real goal isn't breakfast. It's making sure the department has all the resources to answer the next call.
Our goal is to keep our taxes within reason, but it's a constant rise, so community support is what we need.
According to Chief Doug Duskett, volunteer rural fire departments are facing incredibly hard times, from a shortage in volunteers to a lack in funding. So now they're asking for a little help.
It's a constant struggle to come up with the things we need. Everything costs, everyone knows, so much more than it used to cost. Volunteers, we never have enough volunteers. In fact, we're struggling again to make sure we have someone to respond every time.
Firth Rural Fire and Rescue serves both the communities of Panama and Firth, stretching their department even further when it comes to keeping everyone safe. That's why they're turning their annual pancake feed into a community-wide effort. Through local fundraising, that support goes a long way to bridge some of the gaps.
We had over 60 businesses that donated all sorts of products. It was great to have this support. We had people from as far away as Kansas City supported us with products to sell. So we had great support. We had great community support purchasing the products.
The money they're raising goes toward helping the station buy new rescue equipment. And for Chief Duskett, seeing so many people step up is a reminder that the community knows what's at stake.
Without the support, our taxes are already too high. They'd be incredible if we had to tax for all that.
Reporting in Panama, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Emma. Stay with us. Produce parasites, the stomach bug surging across the country, and how Nebraskans can keep themselves safe. We'll be right back. New at 6, Eagle Fire and Rescue sharing a major milestone. They're posting these photos of their progress on a new fire station in town. You can see crews working on the steel structure there. It now has a roof. They say the concrete has been poured and every week is bringing the community closer to a modern station that will better serve them for generations to come. Also new at 6, the Ceresco Fire Department sharing some pictures from Officer Ross Bartlett's Memorial Water Fights. The friendly competition kicking off bright and early, 8 a.m. this morning. The top 3 winners taking home cash prizes. Garland securing first and second place. Ceresco coming in third. Looks like they had a pretty good time right there. And they're also serving a second purpose to keep Officer Ross Bartlett's memory alive. Right now, Sower Books is helping to collect some summer necessities. They're partnering with a local nonprofit called Tom's Box to collect sunscreen, bug spray, and other necessities. If you go to Sower Books, you'll see this box right here next to me where you can drop off donations during business hours. Everything that they collect will be distributed to the homeless and those in need. Developing now, a severe stomach bug is sickening hundreds of people across the country. Cases of cyclosporiasis have now been found across 31 states, including in Nebraska. The parasite has been linked to contaminated produce and swimming pools. Health officials warn it can come from unwashed produce like mixed lettuce, fresh basil, cilantro, and raspberries. But even washing the food won't completely get rid of the parasite.
It won't completely eliminate it because these are very hardy organisms.
In pools, it can be even trickier. Health officials say the parasite is actually resistant to bleach, so it can live in chlorinated pools and splash pads. If we learn of any outbreaks reported in our area, we'll let you know right here on air and on our Now Local News app.
Well, if you have any plans to head out to the lake or enjoy some time outside, this week's forecast not looking too bad, a little bit on the warm side. Those hoping for relief from the heat, though, are going to have to wait for some time. More details in your full forecast coming up next.
Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, it certainly felt like summer out there and only going to get warmer as we head into the work week here. Quiet, though, for your Sunday forecast. A good amount of sunshine out there. If you are going to go out, though, make sure we're staying hydrated. Putting on the sunscreen. It is that time of year and only going to get warmer, as I mentioned, as we head into the start of the work week. Likely going to see highs climbing to the mid to upper 90s. In fact, we may see some of the warmest temperatures we've seen so far for the calendar year. Statistically, this is the first day where your high temperatures in the lower 90s, and that sticks around then through about the end of July. And it's usually when we see our warmest temperatures for the year as well. So kind of all things pretty status quo there, and we're going to stay dry as well as we head then through really the middle portions of the month here. And we'll have a better look at some of those outlooks here coming up in the 10 o'clock show tonight. But the heat kind of making the headlines here. First here for the Panhandle, we do have a heat advisory in place. This just went into place this afternoon and will continue then into the day here on Tuesday, wrapping up there very early on Wednesday morning, where they could see heat index values up to 105 degrees. Not a whole lot of relief from those low temperatures either, down into the 60s and 70s. So a very prolonged heat getting ready to make its way into the central portions of the country, though it has given us a lot of high pressure out there, and for the most part, clear skies here on your Honda of Lincoln camera down at 27th and Yankee Hill Road. Temperatures still on the warm side as we head into your Saturday evening. Mid to upper 80s for most of us. A few of us have made it into the 90s here in eastern Nebraska, but especially out towards the west, they're seeing some of those warmer temperatures, but they're close to 100 degrees in Chadron. It's 88 here in Lincoln, as well as Beatrice, 89 for Wahoo, 86 up in Columbus, and the upper 80s for the Tri-Cities as well. Winds haven't been too much of a factor today, though it'd be nice if they could go in just a little bit, give us some relief from the heat. But other than that, most of us less than 10 miles per hour out of the south and east for your winds for the remainder here of your Saturday evening. Clear skies on satellite. This has been a refreshing view after so many busy days of severe weather. And even though, you know, it's quiet here, there is still a pop-up shower or two. They haven't been able to hold together too well in the Panhandle, but it's just been so hot and humid. It's got just enough juice then to start up. But as we mentioned there, don't expect those to last too long. A few fair weather clouds the rest of the evening here, ultimately heading then into a very clear start to your Sunday forecast. And that only continues then as we head towards the afternoon. We might see a few more pop-up fair weather cumulus clouds for the afternoon, just because, again, we still have a little bit of humidity out there. But other than that, it stays clear as we head into the start of the work week. Shouldn't have any issues getting out the door on Monday morning. Maybe a brief area or two of fog, just with those dew points a little higher and those winds on the lighter side. So something to just consider heading out the door, but I don't think we'll see too many impacts on that side of things. Temperatures then heading into the overnight hours down into the mid to upper 60s. A few spots there might even hang on to the low 70s, but you're going to have to head pretty far out west to see that. Temperatures tomorrow then across the state will range from the upper 80s to low 90s, and this model even says 102 for Chadron. And you know, after what we've seen out there today, can't rule it out, but I do think we find our way here into the lower 90s for Lincoln. That's likely where we're going to stay for some time. We'll slowly build those high temperatures heading into the middle of the week, but really I think Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend there is where we'll see some of the warmest temperatures for the extended forecast here. Can't rule out a few heat index values there above 100 degrees as well. I know models kind of holding back on the humidity for now, but it's Nebraska. Folks are irrigating the crops, and oftentimes that adds a little more humidity that models don't account for. So we'll keep an eye on that. Be ready for the heat and humidity, and likely going to stay dry then through the next 10 days.
All right. Thank you so much, Dom. Now, severe weather in Missouri is triggering a state of emergency as life-threatening flash floods overwhelm the region. A family waiting on the roof of their home amid the rising floodwaters eventually being rescued by a boat. The Pacific Fire Protection District tells ABC News about 350 people were rescued in Reynolds, Crawford, and Iron counties. Around 100 of those were water rescues, and 202 people were campers and counselors rescued by the Missouri National Guard. Rescue operations are expected to last several days.
We do even have people that are still stranded, but they're okay. The roads are washed away. We have a lot of damage.
Video from above shows the extent of the flooding. People in Oklahoma City and Illinois also recovering from flooding today. First responders are working on recovery efforts right now. Coming up in our sports zone, a couple of Huskers hearing their name called in the MLB draft. Find out who next.
From the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome into your Sports Zone this Saturday. MLB draft going down today where dreams being turned into reality. And for two Huskers, well, that became true today. Pitcher Ty Horn for Nebraska was the first Husker to go off the board, going third round, 94th overall to the Cincinnati Reds. Horn finishes Nebraska's career in 3 seasons, 182 strikeouts, 189 innings pitched, and a career ERA of 4.65. Then just 4 picks later, another Nebraska kid hearing their name called. Carson Yassa, the 6'7" ace this past year for the Cornhuskers, got selected third round, 98th overall to the Chicago Cubs. Yassa was one of the best pitchers for Nebraska this year and will now get to play a chance in Wrigley Field. So shout out to both Carson and Ty for making it pro and making Husker Nation proud. Well, tonight also taking a look here at the matchups on the diamond out here in Lincoln. Of course, in the major leagues right now, the Salt Dogs just getting going here in Sioux City versus the Explorers. They've been hot the last couple of weeks, winners of 11 of their last 16. And the Royals play in Baltimore tonight on a 3-game losing streak, hoping to snap that as well. Let's talk some flag football. A couple of girls' flag football teams becoming the first ever group of girls to make it on the biggest stage from Nebraska. 2 teams, in fact, both 10U and 12U from Girls United Flag Football qualify for the national tournament. There are 10 girls on each roster, and they're all spread out from across the state. And with their qualification, they've now become the first girls flag football teams to represent the state as they'll compete in the national tournament in Indiana in a couple of weeks. They'll go up against 31 other teams. It's safe to say they're excited to grow the game here in the state.
I feel like if Nebraska in general sees that there's girls here that went there, did good, we accomplished something at least, that they would move forward to expanding it.
I'd say 2 words: empowering and emotional. We're seeing our girls being powered by a sport that gets recognized nationally. So it'll be nice to see these girls, whether it's on ESPN, Disney Plus, that's presented out there, that their friends can say, I know who that was, and be a part of the founding girls unit that developed girls flag football in the state of Nebraska.
The national tournament will be in 2 weeks from July 23rd to the 26th. And checking in on the FIFA World Cup, 2 more quarterfinal matches happening today to shape out this semifinal round. And well, England is up 2-1 right now on Norway. That match is not complete with just yet. Jude Bellingham just scored the 2nd goal for the English as they have a 1-goal lead, hoping to advance to the semifinals rounds. And they would face either Argentina or Switzerland. That one is tonight at 8 p.m. right down the road here in Kansas City. Should be exciting to see how the rest of this World Cup shapes out. And that's going to do it for your Sports Zone. Kansas, go ahead and send it back over to you.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Jake. And let's get our final check of the forecast for this 6 o'clock show. Dom, what do we need to know?
Yeah, be ready for some warmer temperatures, Mackenzie. It's going to feel like summer out there for a while. Just heading into the start of the week, or the work week here, going to see temperatures stick around in the 90s. Lots of sunshine out there, and only getting warmer as you head into Tuesday and then really the back half of next week. So if you got some time to enjoy some time outside, find a way to cool off. I know the lake's usually popular this time of year. It's going to be a great day to do that tomorrow. But yeah, just kind of being ready for the heat, making sure you're drinking plenty of water, monitoring for heat illness, and yeah, staying dry here for the remainder of the week.
Definitely starting to feel like July. Thank you so much, Dom, and thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you right back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.